In this video, we'll discuss firewall filter actions. A firewall filter action is the action that the firewall takes after the match condition is met. There's a number of different actions that you can specify for the firewall filter. The first one is you could specify the action of accept, which means that you want the firewall filter to accept the packet, and also note that this is the default action for packets that match a term. You can also set the action to discard. Discard means that the firewall device will silently discard the packet and it doesn't send any kind of response back to the originating system. So it doesn't send an ICMP message letting the system know that the destination is unreachable. It just doesn't send any reply whatsoever. And a lot of times in the security field, that's seen as maybe a better type of action, sending no reply whatsoever, than sending some form of destination not found or, host not available, port not available. Because at least if there's some sort of reply coming back, then if it is a malicious user, they know that there is some sort of system at that address. So silently discarding the packet, is kind of a nice way to kind of stay in like a stealth mode where you've kind of done your job from a security point of view. You've built the filter, you've filtered the traffic out, you discarded the message, and you haven't sent any other traffic back. Now, if you'd rather send a reply back, we can use the reject action, and then you specify as a parameter after the reject action, you specify the message type that you want to send back. And there's a number of different message types that you could specify. There's a default message type of administratively prohibited, which means that there is an error message sent back indicating that, sorry, this is not allowed. Or you could just go with other types of messages like host unknown, source host isolated, or you could even send back a TCP reset for TCP packets, which actually resets the connection if you wanted to. So there's a wealth of different types of messages that could be delivered back. So with reject, it discards the packet, but then it also sends back a message to the sending system. Now, if you don't specify a message type, then the default is an ICMP, destination unreachable message. Another example of a filter action is the routing instance, and then you specify the instance name. And in this case, what happens is, as an action, the firewall filter will then forward the packet to the virtual routing instance that you specified in the instance name parameter. We can also specify as an action the VLAN keyword, and then specify the name of the VLAN that you'd like to forward packets to that match the condition. In this video, we discussed different firewall filter actions